It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas, tonight, the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Chicago Bulls. Opening tip won by the Mavericks, and we're underway in.
Substitutions, Dallas. Substitutions, Chicago.
Berg shot off the mark. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Denzel Valentine. He's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Burke with it. Down 4. To Nowitzki. To Lee. Down to 5 on the 24. The pass set it all up.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Charging foul to number 11, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight finals runs. And scores.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Burke with it. Trailing by 4. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 4. Chicago Bulls are at the limit.
Lee. Not that time. To Lopez. Knocked loose. Mavs have it. Won't go. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Four 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's Lopez, down low. Robin Lopez, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Mavericks with the possession. Nothing going here on that drive. To Hardaway. Here comes the screen. Hardaway. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go. Markkanen. Lets it fly from long range. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
From long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Burke with it. Down 5. Has a chance. Burke's shot off the mark. Oh, blocked away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Burke with it. He'll run the offense. That is great vision to set it up. Oh, the touch at the counter.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Bulls have it.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down to Hardaway. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
To the line for
Oops, he missed the first one.
substitutions. Chicago.
Oh, he missed on a pair. That's at a...
Go time. Go time.
Substitutions. Dallas. Substitutions. Chicago.
Add the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Done. To Levine. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The assist from number 51.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good.
Go time. Go time.
Into the game.
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Subbing in for the Bulls. Number 6. Stepping in for the Mavs.
Doncic.
42.
Not that time. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. Gets it in the left corner. For 3, he's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Fires the 3. Rebound comes to Chicago. To Zach LaVine. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
To Luka Doncic. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Smothering deep. To Luka Doncic. For three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Another shot won't go either. To Wendell Carter.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And the finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Doncic. Ferocious slam inside.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
New blood coming in for both sides. Beyond the arc for three. Can't connect. Here's Barea. Down 3. Lee to Porzingis. To Lee. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
To Lee. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. 3 for 6 now.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Lee. And he slams it down. Big finish for Kristaps Porzingis.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Spinning shot, won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Dallas has it.
D up, baby.
To Lee. Porzingis. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Couldn't keep.
From the start, let's do it.
Entering the game for the Dallas Mavericks, number 5, Jose Barea. Stepping in for Chicago, number 6.
To Porter. Lets it fly from long range, shakes free, and hits.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
To Lee. Pulled in by Markkanen. Counted.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Doncic to Lee. From long range. He engulfed him that time. He gets it.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Here's Barea. His guys trail now by 4. Can't connect. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
So you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Shot won't go. To Wendell Carter. Count the basket at the rim.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
To Lee. Luka Doncic slams it down.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Dallas owns the basketball. To Lee. Here comes the screen. Lee. To Luka Doncic. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Lee with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. To Luka Doncic.
Hey, watch the screen left.
To Lee. Doncic. Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good off the mark. To Wendell Carter. Short jumper won't fall. Otto Porter. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Doncic. To Lee. Got it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Number 1, Courtney Lee.
hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason, but let's not get carried away.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
J.J. Barea, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Lays it up and in.
Shot, bro.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Luka Doncic. Fires the three. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Mavericks with the basketball to Luka Doncic. Probing the defense. Lee. Add 2 points to the board.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Jumper's good.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Porter. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Lee with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Rises for the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on him a little bit.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Almost. Unlucky bounce.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Has a look. And a putback slam.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Otto Porter. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Shoot, shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Dallas with the possession. Doncic. To Lee. From the painted area, won't go down. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. For three, that's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And counted at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Lee. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Oh, he can't connect. Burke with it. They trail by 7. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
To Wendell Carter. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Luka Doncic. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To Porter. Kristaps Porzingis able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Wendell Carter.
Got him. Good trap.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. No time left on this quarter with the Bulls in front. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the 4th quarter. We've got a 1-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Chicago possession to Porter. Lopez. Picked up by the Mavericks. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Here's a chance from long range. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Porter. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Foul number 1 for the Bulls.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Burke with it. His group now down 2. To Porzingis. Robin Lopez sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Porter. And he drains it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Almost, and he's not getting the call. To Porter. 4-3. And Otto Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the 3.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Burke with it. Right now, down 7. Hardaway. Here's Nowitzki, down low. And the rebound taken by Lopez. To Porter. And the rebound comes down to Dallas. Burke with it. Looking to make something happen.
Here we go.
Robin Lopez tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Chicago with the possession. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Robin Lopez. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Burke with it. His guys down by 9. Great looking vision and finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Number 23, Trey Burke.
To Porter. Beyond the arc for 3. That's the length at his spot for Otto Porter. Man on him, he still buries it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Burke with it. His guys trail by 10. Hardaway to Porzingis. Robin Lopez pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. To Lopez. Missed a wide open look. Burke with it. They find themselves down 10. To Hardaway. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Both coaches hitting the reset button.
Substitutions, Dallas. Into the game for Chicago, number 20.
Gets it in the left corner. Great feed. Sets it up. Has a chance. Burke with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. It's rebounded by the Bulls. To Porter. Got to the rim but couldn't finish. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
From long range, another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Lee to Luka Doncic. Trey Burke. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Going to launch beyond the arc, and he buries it.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Lee with the basketball. Down a dozen. Burke shot off the mark. This shot, almost. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Burke with it. 14-point deficit. To Lee. To Luka Doncic. Nothing going here on that drive. He buries it off the step back. Goes to the left side. Porter. Buries it.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Doncic to Lee. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Porter. It's good.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Luka Doncic. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Fires the 3. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Doesn't get the bounce. Burke with it. Trailing by 15 to Lee. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Lee to Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Doncic. Trey Burke. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. For 3. Won't go down. Kicks it around the perimeter. Fires the 3. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Runner here won't go. Another shot stays out. And a throwdown. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Mavericks with the possession. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Trey Burke trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer.
Hey, I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
To Porter. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
Trey Burke up against Porter. Here comes the screen.
Right there.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. The Bulls take this one as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew.
The Bulls. Hands down. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.